All right, welcome. So you've just received your Body Insight DEXA report, and that is a fantastic first step. You're holding a really detailed blueprint of your health, and in this quick explainer, we're going to walk through it together so you know exactly what all these numbers mean for you. So let's dive right in. Okay, before we get into any of the details, let's tackle the one question that pops into almost everyone's head first. Whoa, why is my body fat percentage so much higher than I thought? If you're looking at that number and it's causing a little bit of sticker shock compared to your scale at home, trust me, you are not alone. It's a totally normal reaction, and there's a really clear scientific reason why. And it really all comes down to the technology. See, your scale at home, it likely uses something called BIA. It sends a little electrical current through your body and basically guesses what you're made of. It's an estimate. The Body Insight DEXA scan, on the other hand, doesn't guess at all. It uses a very precise, low-energy X-ray to directly measure every bit of fat, muscle, and bone. It's the difference between an estimate and a clinical measurement, and that's why Body Insight DEXA numbers are often about 6 to 8% higher. You're not seeing a worse number, you're just seeing the real, accurate number for the very first time. And, there's another really important piece of context here. It is completely natural and actually essential for women to have more body fat than men. We're talking about 7 to 8% more. This isn't a flaw. It's a biological necessity for hormonal health and reproductive function. So these numbers, they're not just numbers. They reflect your unique biology. So here's a quick roadmap of what we're going to cover. First, we'll talk about why this is the gold standard. Then we'll look at your total body blueprint. After that, we'll map out your fat and muscle distribution. Then we'll uncover this idea of hidden visceral fat. We'll check on your bone strength, and finally, we'll tie it all together to figure out how to fuel your unique metabolism. All right, so first things first, let's establish why you can be absolutely confident in the numbers you're looking at. What you have here isn't just another health metric. It is literally the gold standard for accuracy. The technology is called DEXA, which stands for Dual Energy X-ray Absorptiometry. Now, you don't have to remember that name. The only two words you need to focus on are directly measures. See, unlike other methods that guess, the Body Insight DEXA scan gives you this incredible pixel-by-pixel breakdown of your body, separating it perfectly into those three key parts: fat, lean mass, and bone. And this isn't some new fad. Body Insight DEXA is the exact same technology that's trusted by the best of the best. We're talking medical researchers, Olympic training facilities, pro sports teams, you name it. When accuracy is everything, this is the tool they turn to. And let's just quickly talk about safety. I know the term X-ray can sound a little intimidating, but the radiation from one of these scans is incredibly low. To put it in perspective, it's about the same amount you'd get from eating 3 or 4 bananas. Yep, bananas. So it is completely safe for the kind of repeated tracking you'll want to do to watch your progress over time. So now that we've covered the why behind this amazing technology, let's jump into the what of your actual results. Think of this next part as your total body blueprint, breaking down the 3 fundamental components that make you, well, you. When you get right down to it, every single pound of your body is made up of just these 3 things. You've got your fat mass, your lean mass, and your bone mineral content. Your report takes your total weight and slices it perfectly into these 3 distinct categories. It's the highest level view of your body's structure. So let's define these real quick. Fat mass is pretty straightforward. It's all the fat in your body, which is crucial for your metabolism and hormones. Then there's lean mass. This is basically everything else: your muscles, your organs, the water in your body. This is your metabolic engine. The more lean mass you have, the more calories you burn, even at rest. And finally, bone mineral content. That's the scaffolding, the very foundation of your body. Okay, this is where your report gets really, really cool. We're going to move beyond just the big total numbers and actually create a detailed map of your body showing you precisely where your fat and muscle are hanging out. The scan analyzes you by region, so arms, legs, and your trunk, and it even compares your left side to your right. Now, why does this matter? Well, it's huge because it can uncover muscular imbalances that you had no idea existed, which is an absolute game changer for preventing injuries. Plus, it lets you see exactly where you're putting on muscle, so you know your training is actually working. And this brings us to a really important idea in fitness. We've all heard of trying to spot reduce fat, right? Like doing 1,000,000 crunches to lose belly fat. Well, sorry to say, that's a myth. Your genetics decide where fat comes off first. But, and this is a big but, you absolutely can spot train muscle. This data is your roadmap. It shows you exactly where you might be weaker and where you need to focus your efforts to build strength and symmetry. Now we're getting to what might just be the single most important number in this entire report for your long-term health. And it's something that most other methods can't even see, let alone measure. We're talking about hidden visceral fat. Visceral adipose tissue, or VAT for short, is not the fat you can see or grab. This is the fat that's stored deep inside your belly, packed in and around your vital organs like your liver, your pancreas, and your intestines. And because of where it is, it has a massive impact on your metabolic health. Right, this slide breaks it down perfectly. The fat you can pinch, that's called subcutaneous fat, and it sits right under your skin. Visceral fat, on the other hand, is the invisible stuff packed around your organs. And while we don't want too much of either, it's that visceral fat that is a much, much bigger risk factor for long-term health problems. Knowing this number is a massive step toward taking control of your health. Okay, so moving from the fat around your organs, let's now look at the very foundation of your body, your bones. This is another area where the Body Insight DEXA scan gives you uniquely powerful information for your health now and way down the road. Your report gives you what's called a bone mineral density, or BMD score. Just think of it as a direct measure of how strong your bones are. You'll see two scores, a T-score, which compares you to a healthy 30-year-old at their peak bone mass, and a Z-score, which is more of a peer comparison, looking at you against others of your same age and gender. And these scores help place you on a really clear spectrum. Normal means your bones are healthy and strong. Osteopenia is like a yellow light. It's a warning sign that you've started to lose some bone density. And osteoporosis means there's been significant loss, which puts you at a higher risk of fractures. The key here is that knowing where you stand today gives you the power to protect your bones for the future. All right, let's bring this all home. We've got all this amazing data about your body, what it's made of, where it's stored. So what do we do with it? Well, it all starts with understanding how to fuel your one-of-a-kind metabolism. Your report calculates your resting metabolic rate, or RMR. This is the number of calories your body burns just to stay alive, if you were to just lie in bed all day. And it's driven almost entirely by that lean mass we talked about earlier. Then, from there, we can figure out your total daily energy expenditure, or TDEE, which adds in all your activity. This gives you a precise, science-backed starting point for your nutrition. No more guessing. So, as we wrap this up, if there's one thing I want you to take away, it's this. This report is not a grade. It is not a test. There is no pass or fail here. Just think of this as your personal blueprint. It's your starting line. It's the most accurate information you can possibly get to build a smarter, more effective health and fitness plan that is designed specifically for you. Because that's what this is really all about. You've just been handed the most accurate map of your body in existence. Now, the map doesn't tell you where to go. It just shows you exactly where you are right now. With this map in your hands, you get to be the navigator. You get to choose the destination. Your journey starts now.